Did I just realize that?
What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to for sure. Welcome back to News of My Fiance, Raw, live, in person, live Raw with Morgan Jones and myself, DJ Ambush. We're reporting live from the war-torn, ice-infected city of Portland, Oregon. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your support. Be a part of the conversation. Join the chat on Facebook. Nope. It's posted on Facebook, but join the chat on YouTube. On the YouTube. Yeah.
Get up in the YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit the like, hit the all the things.
True.
This is where I would normally say shout out to our studio sponsors, but if you have watched us before, you know we are not where we normally are.
It's true.
So shout out to me for finding this place in the first place.
No, fact. I ride with that.
Yeah?
I ride with that. I definitely ride with that.
Okay.
For sure.
Truly, though, shout out to Lily. My dearest darling is under the weather. Mm-mm. And we are going into a full week of under the weather, and we will have another week, likely, of under the weather.
Yeah.
Hopefully not longer than that. All the positive vibes and, uplifting things her way, because I'm dying without her.
Yeah, man.
Just dying without you. I love you so much. Not even the work part of it. Just like the
period.
The things that we're doing every day. Normally, I have her to talk it through.
Right.
And right now, I'm all on my lonesome, and there's no talking it through with a person who is asleep. So
mask up, you guys.
Yeah. But do, in fact, shout out to the rest of our production team, Kyle of Residual Audio, Jess, Ross, and of course, our remote quality controller, Michelle, for making sure that this show happens every single Monday.
Yeah. Michelle said, nice pivot.
Oh, thank you. Hey, girl.
And of course, shout out to all of y'all for watching, listening, tuning in, and staying engaged with us. Now, before we get started, fiancés, please make sure you tap on that like button, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell so the algorithm, keeps us engaged. It's two different types. It's the algorithm, then the algorithm. We want to be relevant on both. But you can do that by, hitting the bell.
Yes.
So that both of the rhythms, represent us properly. Anyways, yes. So check out everything we have going on newsofmyfiance.com. Become a member over at patreon.com/newsofmyfiance. So I didn't get any new additions to Patreon this week.
No wonder why.
It's it's
weird.
Been since the last show. It's been busy. But while I have you, I think I did ask you this before. I can't remember whether we was like, oh yeah, sure. I think you did say yeah. But the previous content you used to make back in the day, the FYFF and the free games, is it cool to throw those up on the Patreon?
Oh,
does that work?
I mean, I think that
it's great content. I would say timeless.
I think you've learned a good manipulation tactic. Ooh. And asking me in public for things is definitely going to be a way that you get your way.
You know what? That was not the intention. But do you remember us having that conversation before? I feel like this is the first time I asked.
I think it's not.
Okay. All right.
And I don't think I said no.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, you know what, you guys? If you remember the FYFF, which is Fuck Your Feelings Friday.
Indeed.
Oh, so good. So good.
I, one day want to bring it back.
Yeah. So we're going to put up some of those episodes and some of the free games. I'll add that in the Patreon this week. As well as last week's entire edited episode, which is almost done.
Ooh.
We're going to be about to get back in the rhythm. We really are. 3
rhythms.
You know what I'm saying?
Inside of Arkham Asylum. Okay. I don't know why, but that's what I heard when you said, was it algorithm?
We could move on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's get this quality time popping. We can completely move on. Sorry.
Just moving forward.
Yeah. I'm ready. Wait, what did MJ say we're calling this again? Oh, right. No, I got it. I know we're live. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Live. In person, live Raw.
Well, what we're going to be talking about in the second half, neither are exciting. Like they're awful topics, but they are in fact needed to talk about, and also too pleasant and pretty spicy.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Or allows for the ability to be spicy. I don't know. Anyway, there's the second death in 2 weeks at the Texas ICE detention facility. So they just kill you everywhere. Just a reminder that in and outside of that detention center,
Yeah, it's fair game anywhere. You can get it.
State sanctioned, baby. We'll just go ahead and kill you. And MLK Day under DTG. JT.
Yes.
Why can't I do this?
Mm.
It's been all day with me.
Has it? I didn't know.
Trying to say it.
Oh, all right. That specifically.
Yeah. I haven't been able to do the DJT. I keep wanting to put the T in the wrong place.
I would like to just never have to say his name again. That would be awesome.
Well, that's why I was trying to use initials.
Yeah.
But it's still the same. They all sound like slurs, What are you going to do?
No matter what.
No matter what. Just anything to do with that guy.
Yeah.
And all the things he's got going on. But what's it look like to observe a civil rights hero under an administration that doesn't believe that there was ever a need for that?
Bruh.
That it actually kind of got in the way. Actually, not our favorite era.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about what both of those things in the second half.
But we warming up though.
And we have a thing on here that for me sparked as one of the reasons I am not on the internet as much as I previously was, or not just to scrolling and hanging out on there, is too much of the stuff is fake. Like it's too much of it is, at least in what is coming directly into my face, is a lot of people without actual knowledge of a subject doing a lot of talking about it. And that is one of my biggest, pet peeves. And I don't just mean the grifters that are trying to make money and they don't believe in what they're saying. I mean, there are a lot of people that fully and wholeheartedly believe that they are spreading the truth, but they are getting their news from their favorite creator, or they are, and it's one thing if you are a person who looks at something on the internet and goes, I need to look into this. Ooh, I didn't like that. I need to look into this. It's another if you then just flat out believe it. And the misinformation, and I'm saying misinformation as opposed to disinformation, because I think a lot of it is, well, I don't know about a lot. Some of it is accidental.
Okay.
Some of it's accidental. Some of it, accidents don't always have to be in good faith either. I'm not saying that there are people that everybody's making honest to goodness mistakes. That's not what I'm saying.
Fact.
But I think that there are people that make the mistake of, catching something, wanting either to be the first to talk about it, or they are feeling passionate about the situation and just turn that phone on instead of turning that phone on and then looking into it a little further.
Right.
And instead they're just real big pissed. And then
me search and research be damned.
And then the scenario ends up being that you are super mad about something that didn't happen or didn't happen the way that you think it did or altogether didn't, and it's too frustrating for me. I don't have the bandwidth to try and respond to every wrong thing you see. And I'm not pretending like I know everything. I'm saying the things that I know immediately are, hey, maybe look into that a little bit more. It is, Kyle said, looking good, friends.
Hey.
Just jumping in to say hi. Hi, Kyle. Yeah, it's talk to me.
Yeah, so I thank you. We had a little discussion about this earlier. I was gonna say thank you for starting with that, choosing to start with that. It gave me a little bit of time to put some notes on the other thing we're talking about in the warm up. You said misinformation.
Yeah.
I do feel as though there's a side of it that is also just blatant disinformation.
Indeed.
And for me, it's less forgivable, of course, because there's an intention behind it. So this is how I brought this to Morgan. I saw a video on Instagram, which is part of the internet where everything is true. And on the video, they were saying that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee was penalizing, was it Machado? What's her name? Machado for giving her Peace Prize to Donald Trump. And they were saying the penalties was that she would have to return the $10 million prize, that both she and Trump would no longer be eligible to be nominated for a Peace Prize moving forward. And I think there were a couple of other things. And people were just in the comments going like, yeah, and
we got him.
We got him. Great. And just
consequences of your actions.
Right. And just none of that shit was true.
I just want to keep saying that and you keep talking.
That's the fake throwing in there.
I'll just keep throwing in my ad libs will be the comments that we're cheering it on.
So I did my share of me search and went to see what the official statement was from the that Grammy committee, from the Nobel Peace Prize committee. And they were like, hey, you guys, just so it's clear, it doesn't matter who you give the physical medal to. The prize still belongs to the person that we nominated and awarded. Whoever holds the physical medal, great, cool, keep it clean. Doesn't really matter on our end. It's not a thing. You cannot regift it.
Well, you can regift it, but that person does not. That does not mean that person is a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Right. You cannot regift the title. You can't. Yeah.
Like,
you can't do that.
Yeah,
right.
Like the physical thing, you could hand that off. You could say it's no longer mine.
Right. So
doesn't matter. You still won the Nobel Peace Prize, and the person you handed the physical statue to did not.
Exactly. So for me, it was like, so what's the motivation for that? Like, what is the motivation for that? And
which part?
For the disinformation, for that different disinformation. Like you said, you're like, yay, we did it.
Yeah.
And it's like
consequences.
Right. So then you share that.
Punished.
Right. You share that as a way of sticking it to the administration.
Stick it to the man.
None of it's true.
Didn't happen.
It's a placebo. It's like, was that your deed for the day that you shared that and you're taking it? Like, you didn't do anything with that. It's a fake story for the purpose of making you feel a little bit better about the conditions that we're actually living in. I think in a way.
And are you talking to the person who created the story?
I'm
or are you talking
to the person that's sharing it first.
Okay. Without finding
out.
Okay.
Yeah. It's created a situation to make you feel better about the world that we're living in, because there's this imaginary, I don't want to say imaginary. There is this thought that there are people pay the consequences for their actions. And that mindset, I believe, makes it a little bit easier for people to be inactive and affecting their world. Someone, I might not be able to handle it, but someone's going to handle it. Karma, the God of your choice, the justice system, the internet, someone incarcerated. There's always someone else
Get the games to do it.
Right. Is going to be able to handle that for you as opposed to you getting involved and being a part of the change. Hey, Cliff. So
what up, Cliff?
I think on the part of the person sharing it, we definitely got to be a little bit more leery and apply some more research, actual research, even some critical thinking on top of that.
Yeah.
Now, for the people creating it, like, is this like a right wing psyop? Like, what exactly is? Because I mean, you can create these things just to get some clicks and get some traffic and all of that, but it's like, what's the deal? Like, what exactly? For what, my G?
I think there's part of propaganda campaigns and disinformation campaigns is just injecting chaos into stuff, you know? And so it's just more info that people are tracking, and it's just more fake info that people are tracking. And so if people are like, well, you know, no consequences for Trump, and then someone's like, well, there was that. You know, like now you guys are arguing about the Nobel Peace Prize instead of the fact that Donald Trump is a fascist. Like you jump right over it. So like, you know, it's wow. To me, there's a lot of this that's just like I said, a lot of it is fake, but it isn't just that it's fake. It's that it's purposely, like, you don't know what is a real person on the internet. Yeah. I mean, you do, but you don't. You know?
Don't. Yeah. A lot of people don't.
Right.
You do.
Well, no, I mean, I know as much as I know, like, right. You know, but it's going to be different on every single platform. And so every platform doesn't have 3 letters and then 18 numbers behind it to know that that's a bot. Right. Like there's some stuff that's just like, you got to use some critical thinking and some deductive reasoning. And if you don't do that, then now you're just arguing with a chat, a literal chat bot.
A little chat bot.
Who's just frustrating you and ruining your day. Nothing happens to the chatbot. Yeah. And think about it in the same way as if it is an actual person and it is a troll, or Colin Robinson, who's just sitting there with 20 laptops responding to things just to piss you off. Like you are spending your day doing that. And I just wasn't, you know, for me, there isn't enough differentiation of what is and isn't real. I'm going there to supposedly escape from the reality of my hellscape, but then all it is an amplified hellscape in the way that who knows if this person is saying that they love Portland because they really do, or they're about to do some weird like... Right.
Are they farming followers to do a...
It just all is very dumpster fire. Yeah. And so, you know, and I also know that there aren't enough people using critical thinking skills when they're reading anybody's, you know, posts or comments or anything, because I'm watching the responses in there. Yeah. Yeah. And it just, so yeah, I guess it just seems like it has gotten so messy, and so that every day is another 3 trending things that aren't real. And none of the things that matter are being revealed. And, you know, like it's the Epstein files are everywhere in the way that people are saying something about it. But the government is like, never heard of it.
What are we talking about?
Have you guys ever, like, there's this guy that I guess we're supposed to have files on that we just don't know anything about. And I think that we even like tried to say we would like take care of this and just do it. And then we realized that we don't even have files on that guy. I mean, I'm just waiting for that moment. I'm just waiting for them to tell us we don't know him. Right.
What's how do you say it again?
Is it Epstein? Epstein?
Doesn't sound familiar.
Epstein.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Ghislaine Epstein.
Shell said, also, I may need a therapy session only dedicated to people being so fixated on the Nobel thing at this moment. Right.
Per usual, Michelle. Speaking my heart out loud. Yeah, straight from my brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
One, I definitely, this is not important.
It is not of import.
It is not of import. The Nobel Prize thing is not of import. Donald Trump's lifelong idea that he was going to get an EGOT plus a Nobel Prize or whatever. Yeah. Sir. I mean,
you're not great.
You're just not good. You're not good.
Thank you.
You're just not good. I was
say. You're not good at anything.
No, literally.
Worth getting a prize, bro.
No prizes are given for can barely read right.
Well,
no.
You are winning at fascism. What's the prize they gave out for that? Is it just more money?
He's not running it, I think. And yes,
just more money.
The answer is more money, and you win the big race.
Yeah.
You get to be at the end when there's, the 500 pure white people here left. Woo! After you've killed everybody.
Fabulous.
It's going to be deported. So neat after, you finally get your ethno state and then no one does any of the stuff that you thought they would.
Okay. Two things. Firstly, I'm glad you brought up the Epstein files because at the very least, this fake win of them being penalized is a distraction from the Epstein files. And more of these, I'm just thinking of the purpose of creating this fake content, distraction. Keep your eye off the ball. We're doing all this other stuff. Now to your ethno state comment. I don't know who has or hasn't watched Peacemaker. And if you haven't, I don't want to create any spoiler type situations. But I will say this. That James Gunn is onto something there.
Well,
that's one timely. My word.
Let me say something real quick. Very timely, but also literally all you got to do is look at history.
Facts.
And I'm not trying to take anything away from James Gunn.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away, but I also am absolutely all it takes is this much self-reflection from white people. Just that much. Mm-hmm. I'm not asking for 2 snaps. Yeah. Just one. Of what is it that we're going? What are we doing here?
Right.
None of it, but the point is always, and especially with anything white supremacy, anything with superiority, right? There's no logic to it. There's no reason to it. There's no science to it. There is none of the things that would quantify this in a way. So you can't just go back to those people and be like, here, logistically, what you're looking for wouldn't work. Logistically, you're saying that white people don't do the jobs, those good for nothing dirty jobs, because they're too smart to do those jobs. Mm-hmm. But you want to get rid of all of the people that do those jobs
because
that actually make all of your white friends money. Mm-hmm. And think that at the end of it, are you going to have that thriving industry when you have, 500 to 1,000 white people living here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, number is so low. Go ahead.
No, that's your question.
I was going to say, is your reason why that number is so low is because after the Great Flight, when all the people of color be like, you know what? And I'm out of here. I'm done. The NBA moves to Africa. The whole, everyone just leaves. Are the remaining numbers so low because the white people will stay, but the people who happen to be white would be like, I'm out of here too. I'm not sticking around for this shit. Is that your thought?
I'm sure there's part of that.
Okay.
But mostly my thought is you die.
Not enough automation to make the world work for them. in our absence.
What I mean is all of the people that, like, yes, there will be people that leave, but then there are people that die, and there are going to be, and
the anti-vaxxers and all of that. So many factors. But really, the biggest factor is at the end of it, are you a white that they consider white? Right.
Because if you're not a white they consider a white, and the they changes, you putting in a lot of footwork, soldier. You doing a lot of that, and you end up dead at the end of it anyway. So I'm saying that whatever ends up being a thoroughbred white person to them, the numbers will be very low.
Right.
And the numbers will not sustain a capitalistic society. And there is nothing in any of these people that wants to change that other than maybe I'll just take all your money.
Right.
But they've already told everyone that's called socialism. You know what I mean? Like, which it's not even close. And so I don't know. I don't know how they pivot, but I wouldn't be there to find out anyway. Yeah. I guess is what I'm saying. I'm not going to make it in their Olympics.
I don't see a pivot. I see a perish. I'm with you. But this really, like, it goes the same route of everything else that they dedicate their complete existence to, whether that's capitalism, any of these systems of oppression. It all grinds resources down to their non-existent. We're watching it happen. Yeah. You know, the relationship with nature, agriculture, all of it. It's just like there's no point where they're like, okay, and then we'll replenish or we'll, like, it's just squeeze every single dollar out, you know. Yeah, how do I actually make it be damned?
Why am I replenishing what just made me a few bee nuts?
Right.
I'm just going to move on to find the next thing that gets more bee nuts.
Another example of the news that you can use to make you feel better about things that really may not have happened. And especially, you know, to your point, I caught this yesterday too. Steve Bannon calls for President Trump to lay off going after migrant workers and arrest the companies that employ illegal aliens. I've seen this on Instagram. I've seen it on Facebook. I haven't seen it anywhere else from any credible news source. And that doesn't mean because it's not with a credible news source, because what is a credible news source these days? Especially when we're talking about mainstream news outlets. But if they really wanted to get to the bottom of the situation, of course it would have made sense to go after the employers, right? These migrants are coming here employing themselves.
No.
It's no different than, you know, the sex industry. They go after the ladies of the night and leave the Johns to do their thing.
You know, as far as Steve Bannon goes, he could have certainly said that. He could have also not have said that. He could have also have said that and been like, you know, all the big winks.
He's a tricky guy, that Bannon. He's a tricky guy. Oh, I missed the wink.
Yeah.
Tricky guy.
Sometimes you have to look at me.
Oh, God.
Speaking of, though, the ones that will die at the end, or you said perish. I liked that.
Yeah.
The DEI Nazi Brigade.
Idiots.
You want to tell me all about these boys I've been trying to tell everybody about for too many years?
Yeah. So they're this particular group, but before I give you the names, I'm going to tell you what happened. This particular group of self-proclaimed Nazis, white supremacists,
alpha males
for sure, red pillars. They got themselves
big
all together.
Getters, you know,
except for one. The one's definitely an incel. And he's like, I'm not girls, boo. Not into any of that stuff right now.
Yeah, he says he's an incel, but he be with the, you know.
Yeah, he's in the closet. That guy. Yeah. So they got together on a party bus
The DEI Nazis.
Yes.
Get together on a party bus.
They had a girls' night.
Nice.
Got together on a party bus and then went to the club. On the way to the club, in the party bus, they are playing Kanye's song, Heil Hitler. And they're having a great time. They're having a great time. Huh?
Pause. Question.
Yeah.
This entire event is just them going to the club. That's it. That's where we get this clip from. They're just
the clip is them.
This is just them proving that they hang out together in real life.
I guess
IRL.
This is them in the party
Off-screen?
bus, and then also them in the club.
Okay.
Yeah, just the clip that I've seen.
Yeah. Okay, but we don't know. Like this wasn't them going to the Young Republicans.
And then this being the after
CPAC,
party, we have no idea.
17th conference of the year.
Yeah,
and it's 19 days in.
That might have happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be quiet.
So then they go to the club and they get the DJ. Curses to whoever this DJ is. They get the DJ to play the song in the club.
Oh
Yeah, I think they played it like twice. And then they're
I wonder
singing.
how much money they paid.
What, the DJ?
Yeah.
I doubt they had to.
Oh. Rough mixed stuff.
Yeah, that type of thing feels like something where they ask the DJ to play it and they're like, for real? And then the manager comes over and is like, I need you to play this.
Oh.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't getting no extra. Nah, I ain't getting no extra change for that. But so yeah, the footage is them in the party bus and then them in the club. The thems that I'm talking about. The names. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, there it is. It came back. This is awesome. We got one Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, Sneako, some cat named Clavicular. I guess he's another streamer. I don't know, talking head. And then Myron from Fresh and Fit.
Okay.
Now,
all right. Nope. No.
I know at least 4 out of 5 of these people are not white people.
Well, but you're also leaving out Andrew Tate's brother because it was the brothers Tate.
Oh, they both were there.
Yeah.
Oh, great. What's his name?
Tristan.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying add another drop of tar in the tar brush because there's not... This is not a group of white men.
No.
Nick Fuentes. Every name you just said is not a white man.
Right.
Except for we don't know the...
Clavicular, whatever this person is. Take a look.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. So there's video of them, doing a Nazi salute, both in the party bus and in the club. And the very first thing that came to my mind, of course, being a DJ, was like, word? Who was the DJ? Who is the DJ that played that? Who is? Because I'm packing up. If you ask me to play that, I'm good. I'm closing my laptop. I'm out. You could probably get like the house laptop that y'all use to play playlists during the day. You can pull that up, search for it on Spotify. Oh, you can't. It's songs banned from so many different streaming platforms. But you want me to play this in the club? Yo, wild. So first things first, I'm closing my laptop. I'm leaving. Second call is to the A-team or whatever our version of that looks like, because now I know where they all are in one place. Let's catch them on the way out.
I'm sorry, I just read something that made me miss what you said.
Belt to ass on the way out.
Oh, definitely.
Texting the homies. Yeah.
Well, I just found out a little bit more about the clavicle.
Clavicular or whatever that. Yeah, he's
Clive action. I'm going to call him Braden because that's what his name is.
Oh.
And I don't know why, after his mom went through all that trouble to come up with that good name, he, throws it away and goes for Clavicanimal.
What?
I don't know how to pronounce whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep making things up.
What's that? Shout out to Alice. Hey, Alice. And AJ just joined.
Ow.
AJ said, why did I think y'all was taking today off? This backdrop is cute. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You missed the very beginning where I said, shout out to me for even being here in this backdrop.
Facts. This location was all MJ's idea. She said, this is Alice again. Nick Fuentes is dude is a gremlin, and I think he's white. He
is definitely not white.
Yeah. So, surprise, Alice.
Surprise.
One would think.
Fuentes.
One would think he is white, right?
Fuentes should tip you off, though, because they
be doing that. They be doing that hard.
No, you know what they be doing?
Those non-whites participating in white supremacy.
Oh, big time. Big time. I thought you were going somewhere else, so I'm glad that you finished your sentence. I was going to go a completely different way.
Where were you going to go?
Well, I was going to say that I remember growing up, there was Daisy Fuentes, and I thought she was a white woman as a young youth.
Yeah.
I never thought that that she was a Latina.
Same thing with me, Jessica Alba.
Yeah, she doesn't look white to me, and never has. I just don't see what you do. But
as a younger, again, I'm talking about as a young youth. Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is that I looked at Daisy Fuentes and was like, that's a white lady. But I look at her now and I'm like, obviously not a white lady.
Obviously
Do you
not.
say that about Jessica Alba or
no? I know
still
better.
A white lady.
No, I'm not saying she's still. Damn you.
Is anybody following my question or did I say it wrong?
I like you. As I've grown older, it's easier for me to discern. Okay. It's getting a little bit better. Yeah.
Got it.
What's the Jones girl's name? Khadijah's sister.
Rashida
Jones. I thought she was white.
And I feel like I don't want you to say that out loud.
It's just, I forgot that she would hang out with her sister a lot. I knew Khadijah wasn't white. And then
there was
Khadijah. There was a disconnect when she passed away. And seeing Rashida out there solo dolo, it's like, oh, this is a very funny white woman. I thought she was white. It happens. Yeah. What you got me about this clavicular? Count clavicular.
Well, first let me just tell Alice, yes, Nick Fuentes has Mexican ancestry. Mexican ancestry and white nationalist views, they go together hand in. No, they don't.
She said Ariana Grande is super white.
What? Okay, first of all, who said that?
Alice. There was deception there, though. I did not know she was white until after we got the proper pronunciation of her last name, and you gave me that, and it was like, wait, Ariana Grande she's not of Latin descent?
First of all, it's Grandy.
Right.
First of fucking all, it's Grandy.
And she never pronounced it that way.
She did. Listen, I'm sorry. It's just her career is too documented as a young person. She was a pasty white kid with, dyed red hair, but right. This was. No point was it Grande. Like her brother was on Big Brother.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
And he don't say Grande.
Golly. Don't attack Brooklyn. He didn't do anything wrong.
I'm sorry. My bad, friend. My grandma's scarf didn't do anything wrong either, but
I've had it.
That right there just gets me no matter what. Real quick, Michelle said about Rashida Jones, they did that to you. The Office said Rashida was Italian. Why? You know what?
Okay.
I haven't a clue why they did that, but she existed for many years before she was on The Office.
Yeah.
And so I'm not giving Ambush that path.
Thank you, Michelle.
I'm not doing it.
Why not? I did explain it.
What?
I did explain it. That when they were together, she was in the background. She was
younger sister.
Yeah, she was the less popular one. She was in the background. Like, she was just someone like...
They were both Tommy Hilfiger models.
It's very true. And how often do I do background on the models? It's just like...
None whatsoever, but they were not... it was more than that. They were...
And Kadida had more of a presence.
Oh, my God.
Is it that did it right that time?
I am going to leave
Kadida. Which one is it? Give it to me.
Kidada,
okay, had more of a presence within hip-hop culture. So I got more familiar and acclimated with her. Her sister, Rashid, let's go. You know
more
what I'm saying?
More than anything, who's their dad?
Okay, so even during that time period, I did not know.
Okay. And
they were Tommy Hilfiger models, and one of them hung out with Rockefeller. Like, seriously. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We read different magazines and watched different TV shows. Young men and young women, you know? I'm sure it was covered in Vibe magazine, but, you know, I tend to skim sometimes too. But this is, you know, that's...
I don't know why we brought this up.
Thank you, Michelle. We brought it up because Sneako ain't white. Nick Fuentes ain't white. Andrew and Tristan Tate ain't white. And you had to tell me they weren't white. I was like, wait, all of this going on. And I'm like, these are not white people?
Got a whole black dad.
Like, what? Andrew Tate is black? What?
You know, and this is that's the thing. Technically, culturally, ideologically.
Yeah. Yeah. So give me clavicle.
Oh, man, this guy fucking sucks. Okay. Braden. I'm just learning a lot.
Okay.
One, it says that he became known in the, you know, I don't know, yesterday on Kick and TikTok for his Look Maxine.
Okay.
All one word. Looks Maxine.
All right. I'm sure that's an important thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you why it's important. Looks Maxine focused content is what he is known for. And that is, which commentators have described as extreme and controversial, particularly for his endorsement of practices such as facial bone smashing and using crystal meth to stay thin.
I'm sorry. Run that last sentence one more time.
Particularly for his endorsement of practices such as facial bone smashing and using crystal meth to stay thin.
Facial bone smashing?
Which, now that I know I've got your attention, let me explain to you what that actually means. I just had it. Dang it. Hold on.
This is terrible.
So,
white people, why are you doing this to yourselves?
One, looks maxing is a term that refers to a process of maximizing one's own physical attractiveness.
I did that one to put a hat on.
Which originated on male incel message boards.
That's why I never heard of it.
The term left relatively obscure internet forums and was popularized on TikTok and social media groups mainly used by men, which is hilarious. I'm just going to say it. That is, oh my gosh, there are so many concepts. There's soft maxing, hard maxing. Soft maxing is a form of looks maxing and a practice in which people perform fairly common body care routines. Okay, who cares about any of this? Right. The bone smashing thing is you are apparently smashing your bones to make them grow back stronger.
What?
Because that's what happens when you break bones. They grow back stronger.
Natural selection. I love it.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
He's dead ass. He's for real. He described himself as a giga Chad. So I don't even know what that means, but I know what a Chad means to the incels. A looks maxing term describing a man who has reached peak masculinity and attractiveness. That's a Giga Chad, and he is one.
This is what I'm saying. If you out here talking this peak masculinity stuff,
fam, you are like 20.
Someone just needs to cave your chest in on camera.
You just haven't been punched in your pretty face.
You just haven't. We see what just happened to Andrew Tate. That fight, he got folded. Oof. This is your king. This is your king. Oh my God.
Anyway, so these fucknuts all get into a party bus and they're like, don't put the circle jerk on Snapchat, but like play Heil Hitler and we'll all listen to it and get dropped off at the club.
Right.
And then we'll go to the club and we'll ask the DJ to play Heil Hitler wherever we are. And they'll play it twice because we got clout. Internet followers.
Right.
And one of us might be going live, so that means your business wins if you play Heil Hitler.
Like as a club owner,
I'm trying to figure out how this works.
Yeah, you just want people in the spot, people that can bring other people. It doesn't matter who they are, apparently, for that particular club owner. That's nasty.
I mean, this dude Braden definitely looks like a white guy and has the name of a white guy. He's also under 21, so I feel like maybe I shouldn't go too hard in the paint.
Wow.
Unsure how Braden got into that establishment. Maybe we should be, internet do your thing or whatever the phrase is. But speaking of the FYFF content and the free game content, I used to talk about these incels a lot because I was highly concerned about what it meant for the rest of the world that these guys were having such pity parties for themselves when they are in such positions of power in so many different ways. And here we are, living in the incel presidency, which is really fucking cool. And we love it here, where your administration is just filled with a bunch of dudes that have been nothing but rejected by whoever their love interests are for a very long time. And they're insufferable. Yeah. And they want everybody else to suffer with them. So it's really cool that he's a part of the scene now. That's exciting. Yeah. I'm super happy that they're all hanging out. And again, when it comes down to it, just like with Enrique Tarrio of the Proud Boys, you will not make it to the end. You will not be a general in the army. Right. You will not be. You don't get to be a part of Gilead. Right. You're not a driver. You're not a border patrol. You're not nothing. Nothing. You don't make it. None of you.
Cliff said it's sad too. They laughing now, thinking they're a part of a movement. They're going to get a surprise. Yeah.
I'm sad that it's a surprise. That's the wrong word.
Right. I'm disappointed.
No, all of that. I'm fucking angry because there's no reason for it to be a surprise.
If you study the ideologies that you're promoting, you should know you don't fit in that.
What's the name? They are literally spending more time explaining why they aren't white nationalists than they are to investigate what it means to be one. Right. They absolutely refuse to believe that they could be a white nationalist without being white. Well, okay. Here you are doing all of the white nationalism on the front lines. Right. You fucking idiots. On the front lines, Enrique.
Congratulations.
You got a pardon for the insurrection stuff. Or no. He got a pardon. He wasn't at the insurrection. He burned a BLM flag and he was in jail. He got a pardon for that. So you're out and about doing whatever, but you were sitting on the front lines, being right there, being the enforcer, doing all these things. You don't make it to the end, my man. Right. There is the zombies ate you already. There's no end for you in this. There's no end for Nick Fuentes. It doesn't matter if you look like you could be white. Yeah. The end of the day, what's your last name, brother? Your heritage is going to speak for itself at some point.
And you would think Myron, especially, would super get it.
Why?
What was it? Because there was a conference he wasn't allowed into. He went to, I think it was like, it might have been like a Turning Point conference. And they were like, sorry, my friend, you're not on the list.
No fresh or fit, please.
Yeah, you're not on the list. So you're going to have to just chill out here in the lobby.
He was like, but I'm Myron Gaines.
Yeah.
But I'm fit from Fresh and Fit.
Like,
what it must be to be former law enforcement and not be able to get into a GOP event where it's literally the guys that just go all the damn time for y'all. Wow. Sorry, I talked us into, I think we're supposed to go to break at 7:20 so that we're going to be back at 7:30. And I ruin this every time, y'all.
It's quite all right. I definitely want to get into some of these. Hey, P-Town.
P-Town.
Getting some of these.
Hans for sure, Alice.
Yes.
Hans.
She also said the Tate brothers are stressful.
Wait.
Quite.
Michelle said the face bones heal back maxed-er.
Right. Like, what are we doing?
We're going to look maxerist to the best. You know? The Tate brothers are hella stressful, much like both of their hairlines. And, you know, one of them does. In fact, like, Tristan does look like the passing brother for me because his hair is white people hair. Okay. Andrew. And even at that, he is not a white man. Yeah. You can tell that you, hey.
Andrew brother. Looking like George Jefferson up top.
He looks worse than George Jefferson.
Yeah. Michelle said, speaking about Ariana, it's because she's as ethnic as a Starbucks latte.
Well,
I'd agree with that.
Well, pretty much. And so that is, you know, wild that she put on a lot of ethnicities to be able to become the, you know, pop starlet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it'd be cool if they just, you know, actually cared for Black people as much as they care for our aesthetics, you know? I'd love that.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. So I hope that those Proud of Your boys and the, you know, frontline soldiers of the war on
the oppression of white men.
The oppression of white men. Thank you. Jeez, you know, I forget the name of this war all the time. Good luck to them, I suppose. You know, I don't expect a whole bunch of like, whoa, all the consequences that all these guys are going to get.
Not at all.
But I definitely do recognize a few people's inability to make the kind of money that they were able to make previously. Yeah. And I also understand that the more that those people lose their platforms to, you know, sell you a PDF on how to become a big man, the more that they lose that ability, the better off the world ends up being. Facts. But know that while that's happening, I mean, there's so many different affronts happening at the same time, you know, like this is how white supremacy is able to sort of sustain itself in the way that it just keeps going. Because as we're about to talk about the removal of much of the, you know, history of this country and what has happened is there's removals of that. And then more of these dudes who tell you bootstrap it, just, you know, don't even I'm colorblind, bro. I don't even look at color except for black bitches. You know, can't stand the females or whatever you're going to say about black women. Like, you're colorblind. You're all the things. Just bootstrap it. You know, don't drink the Starbucks, but definitely protein up before the big race or whatever. And then make sure you have carbs before you grape that girl. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they, it's just going to be a lot of sexual offenses.
That's it. Over and over.
And I don't mean that's it, like to minimize, but that's what they are.
Yeah. Period. Unless Trump gets on board with giving them all wives, like as a federal mandate.
I think
the ones that want them.
Okay. I was like, I think there's still a misunderstanding here on what incel could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, if Trump gets on board and does what Jordan Peterson wants to happen to the government, gives every guy a wife, and then
sad boy.
Have your bunch of babies.
There was that loneliness epidemic.
So that you can go to work all day and not take care of your babies and not be able to afford to take care of them from your work because no jobs pay that for all the babies you're going to have. And then we'll just pay for it with our tax dollars.
Socialism?
You're going to need assistance.
Wow.
But sounds like socialism, so kill it.
Yeah. Well, let's head into the break. Huh? Let's go ahead and do that. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button.
Which some of you haven't.
Yeah. Subscribe, tell your friends. Spread the word.
Isn't like I can tell which one of you hasn't. So I can't reward the ones that have, But like, there's more people watching than there are likes. And I feel like... What's not to love?
Yeah.
Hit it. Hit the button.
All right, we're going to head into intermission and we will catch you guys on the other side.
10 minutes. See you in a second.
10 minutes. See you in 10. Man.
Sound nice.
It does. Your mic does sound nice.
What up, P-Town?
Listen.
We back.
Every time I am without Jess, Big Jess, not the little one.
Big Jess, not the little one.
I'm learning more and more about how to run this situation solo, which is what the Videocaster is made for.
Okay.
But I don't like it.
It's just that, we've talked about it many times. It's just a different dynamic. There's more there's stuff you got to do. I think I'm talking to you and you're listening and then you're not. And then you're talking to me and I'm no longer listening because you weren't listening to me,
It's like get back. I don't have time.
It's get back because I am Petty Betty and, I feel fine with it. How do you feel?
Hey, I'm all right with it.
We miss you, Jess.
I'm making it work. Yeah.
We miss you, Jess.
Yeah, we miss you, Jess.
So we have two big stories.
Yeah.
And I don't know which way you want to go. If you want to start with the MLK under that guy, or let's start with the MLK. Okay. Well, I was gonna say you read that story because I've got stuff on the back end of that story.
Okay.
So I don't want to take over, entire segments, if you will. Okay. Nobody wants to be left out.
Sounds good.
Right?
Let me get a little sipper in here.
Also, I'd like to just keep working on getting rid of my pains.
Therapeutic, what you're handling over there.
It's my medicines.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Boom. MLK Day observances curtailed as the Trump administration targets DEI and civil rights history. Martin Luther King Jr. Day will look markedly different across much of the United States this year as the Trump administration moves to limit official observances, part of a broader effort to dismantle diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. Martin Luther King III said the changes reflect a coordinated attempt to diminish Black history and the legacy of the civil rights movement. Since the start of Trump's second term, we've seen a coordinated effort to erase or rewrite parts of American history, especially Black history, King told Axios. Across the federal government, agencies have scaled back or paused commemorations tied to King and other historically marginalized groups. After President Trump signed an executive order overhauling federal DEI programs, the Defense Intelligence Agency halted activities related to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Black History Month, Juneteenth, and other observances. Trump also removed a bust of King from the Oval Office last year, where it had been displayed since 2009. The White House did not respond to requests for comment. Of course they wouldn't. National parks have also been affected. The administration eliminated free park entry on MLK Day and Juneteenth, while granting free access on Trump's birthday. The Department of Interior ordered a system-wide review.
I'm sorry. I can't get over that part. And I know I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't get over that part. Like I'm going to replace it with his birthday.
Right.
Like he doesn't understand that President's Day does that.
That's for presidents, but
not for my birthday.
Yeah. The Department of Interior ordered a system-wide review of exhibits and materials deemed to violate an executive order targeting what it called race-centered ideology. According to the National Parks Conservation Association, dozens of exhibits and educational materials related to King, slavery, Reconstruction, and Jim Crow have been flagged for removal, including about 80 items at the Selma to Montgomery National Historic Trail.
It's almost like you're saying what the thing is as the Selma to Montgomery Trail. We flagged 80 items of DEI on the trail of DEI.
Listen, they said, you want your history? Keep it. All right. Keep it in your house.
No, they said, you want your history? Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're going to actually have to talk about how white people did all of this for you.
Bruh.
They're not even actually doing that. They're not even trying to replace it. It's just like, didn't happen. Never mind. We've been colorblind the entire time this country existed. We just love everybody. And everybody loved everybody. And black people were Republicans.
Educators say the administration's directives are having a chilling effect in schools and universities. Republican lawmakers in dozens of states have introduced or passed legislation restricting instruction related to race and racism, while at least 12 states have enacted anti-DEI laws since Trump's order last year. Teachers and union leaders report increased uncertainty about whether lessons on figures like King could expose educators to penalties or professional risk. Several institutions, including Indiana University, Indianapolis, have canceled or scaled back MLK-related events.
Well, what do you need them for?
Hello. Civil rights advocates warn. No.
It looks like maybe you will.
No. It's going to be nice, though. Civil rights advocates warn that the rollback extends beyond symbolism. According to nonprofit researchers, billions of dollars in grants tied to historically black colleges, public health research, and black entrepreneurship have been frozen or cut. Thousands of federal data sets related to racial disparities have been deleted. And hundreds of books by black authors have been removed from Pentagon-run schools. Critics say these actions undermine the ability to track inequality and enforce civil rights protections. The administration maintains that it is removing what it calls divisive ideology while promoting merit-based policies, citing prior initiatives such as permanent HBCU funding and criminal justice reform as evidence of its record. Still, historians and advocates argue that the cumulative effect amounts to the most significant rollback of civil rights infrastructure since Reconstruction. As Martin Luther King III puts it, efforts to erase these lessons do more than remove books. They make it harder to teach the whole truth. Craig. What's the guy's name? Byron Donald. What's his name? I wonder if it's about this crap.
Who?
That black legislator. Byron Donald. Donald Byron. Is it Donald Byron? Yeah, that fool. Byron Donalds. That fool. Clown.
I forgot. He was he was all over Fox for a while, right? He's a bootstrap man.
Oh yeah, bootstrap man, boot-looking man.
I'm a black man that if I can do it, everybody else can do it. Don't be one of these lazy black Americans, huh?
Facts. See, you said Vance told y'all whites. They told y'all whites they didn't have to apologize for being white no more, and it's true.
What up, C's?
But who were they apologizing to?
Who's apologizing?
When were the apologies happening?
Well, the apologies were their silence. I think. So not an apology.
Not at all.
Not an apology at all.
Skullduggery.
I have a couple of things because one, I feel like we need to be honest about how this holiday even came to be, because it wasn't given, right? And it wasn't like it was actually dragged out of this country. So like none of this should be surprising, confusing, any of the things. It is absolutely disgusting.
Right.
Do not get me wrong. It's more than disgusting. It's sinister. It's insidious. It's like it's certainly erasure. Certainly the most, I feel like some of the most disrespectful things you can do to communities is to pretend as if they had it better than they did or that they didn't exist when they did. Right. And this is a consistent thing that black people have to deal with, and not just black people, but very specifically in America, black Americans consistently get this. So when you hear, me say we took 2 steps forward and 18 back, the reason is, or us being hesitant about something that looks like it could be a good thing. And then we're like, well, boy, this might be bad, big bad later. Right. The reason is that's what happens. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't try for progress. Obviously, that's what we're here for. I'm looking for far more action at this point. But this is what this country does. So Dr. King was assassinated in 1968. Almost immediately, people were calling for a national holiday in his name. And Congress said no over and over and over again. Wow. And it took 15 years of organizing, millions of, petition signatures, black lawmakers fighting nonstop, corporations threatening boycotts, Stevie Wonder writing a song. Right. And even then, when the bill finally passed in 83, Ronald Reagan signed it reluctantly because he's a racist, was a racist.
Flat out racist.
Still can't believe people are like, oh, those Reagan years. He signed it reluctantly after opposing it forever and openly opposing it. And it was really only once it was like politically unavoidable. Like you had to do it. You know what I mean? Right. And even after it became law, states still refused to honor it. Arizona didn't even fully recognize it until 1992. That's almost 10 years after it becomes, you know what I mean, a federal thing. These states are just like, yeah, actually, I don't know nothing about that dream. I don't want to hear nothing about that
dream. Keep your dream.
Yeah. So from the very beginning, this country made it very clear it was going to tolerate honoring Dr. King symbolically, but it would resist him materially. And we have consistently just lived in that resistance. But that tension, I think that between celebration and sabotage is like the story of MLK Day. Mm. And it's the we are insistent on teaching the history of like just one little piece. Mm-hmm. And that one little piece is this man dared to dream of a world where little black children and little white children could play together and it would be fine.
Right. Right.
They would not have killed him if that was all he was doing. They would not have killed him and then put that speech up if they felt like there was action. Wait, am I saying that right? No.
Yeah, if they felt like there was action at
it happening.
Yeah.
Like they killed him because he was talking about economic justice for everybody. Mm-hmm. This is the part that they could tolerate. I can tolerate that I have a dream speech, I guess. And they're just insistent on teaching us that as it's just vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, he wanted economic justice. He wanted to end state violence. He wanted fair housing and wages and political power for black people. That is something that the United States government will kill you for if you are absolutely making headway at it.
Right.
And we have concessions. There are things that we have gotten. There's progress that has been made along the way. And I'm not going to pretend that there hasn't. But if we really look at it, and we could do the whole timeline, we have gotten materially near nothing and a lot of chatter, a lot of talk, a lot of great man.
Yeah.
Hero. But, you know, much like COVID, what were they called? The essential workers.
Right.
Heroes. Amazing. We will not pay them. We will absolutely not make sure that they're safe at work.
No matter
That's
how
essential.
Amazing. No matter how amazing they are.
What does essential mean? What does essential mean? You have to be there, but I will not protect you and I will not pay you more money and I will not. What?
Right.
You got people banging pots and pans for doctors and nurses, but they're striking. But vibes, bro, it's all the same. It's having MLK Day, it's having a Thank the Nurses Day and a pizza party and no money, no material difference, no upward mobility towards owning anything that would give you a shot at any of the things that they already have.
Right. Right.
So it's for every step forward, there is a coordinated attack pulling us back. Like it is just, this is what it looks like when a government decides that honoring Dr. King once a year is enough, but his ideas are way too dangerous to leave accessible to everybody else. We're going to take his books. We are going to take his any teaching about him. National parks. Part of that story of what they have taken out are pamphlets for kids in the national parks because they mention Dr. King. Like,
I mean, it's hard to have this great white nation if there is documented proof of black and brown. What's the word I'm looking for? No, oh man, it just completely just black and contribution, black and brown contribution to what this nation is today. You can't move forward talking about how great whiteness is and our forefathers' vision, and you cannot have that existing simultaneously with the track record of our contributions. It just cannot.
Well,
work.
You can't have that information accessible.
Yeah,
because you're already being told that this nation was built by 4 white men who were liberators.
Facts.
You know, like that the forefathers were fair and balanced and just, and they were fighting tyranny, and they were, you know what I mean? Like
right.
we already are getting the super duper sanitized version of any of the beginnings. Your first understanding in a school setting of Thanksgiving is the Pilgrims showed up.
Still?
And indigenous folks welcomed them in and said, let me make you dinner.
Still? Today?
And they all hung out. Just like, because it's a melting pot now. Because what? Like, you just skip past it all. You and depending on where you are in the country and what kind of indigenous population still exists, you may not learn anything about an indigenous population. It may just be that those white people created Appalachia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What I definitely know is that the white folks that are starting that white town, that whites or want to start the whites only like commune. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that city. Well, that city, but yeah, that settlement.
Yeah, it's a settlement.
Yeah,
because there is the city that they're trying. That's a different group of people. These people, I don't know. They want to, homestead, but with the internet. Yeah, I guess. I mean, not to disparage. I understand wanting to homestead with the internet. Anyway, but the very young woman who's the only wife there that has 4 kids, and she's like in her early 20s, and is like, I'm just gonna have as many babies as I can because that's my contribution to a white society. Right. Is like, I homeschool my kids. Of course I homeschool my kids. And she doesn't know how to count. And so the fact that she's teaching them how to read in color isn't helpful to the outside world. Like, so when they get off of the postage stamp that y'all own, then what? They're just going to be racist, ignorant kids. Right. Adults, I mean. That is not superior. That is not like...
It's sufficient.
But it's not.
In a society where they have a pole position, an advantage, the mediocrity is sufficient. You're saying this is below mediocrity.
I'm saying what they're striving for is below mediocrity.
Got you.
Like what they assume is the best for them is the worst thing they could ever do. And that's teaching themselves history. And like, it's fanfic.
It really does allow them.
I don't understand why you would want to teach somebody a absolute fever dream and then you're not embarrassed when your kid says stuff that's just like flatly wrong.
And it absolutely, like, it works so well for them because of the many things that they don't believe in. So it's like, we can just skip that. We can just skip so much of this right now.
Oh, just on some like
science. We don't need that part. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that think when they're in science class, I don't need this. And they're wrong. Yeah. Like they're wrong. Yeah. I was that person who was like, when am I ever going to use any of this? Helpful, actually, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Problem solving, critical thinking, eliminated.
And I'm not even trying to pretend like I had some elite education. I do, though, wonder what happens in private schools, because if they get to be in charge fully of the curriculum and that's supposed to be the best education, what? Okay, wait. I needed to be looking in the chat real quick. First of all, what up, Jamila?
Oh, snap.
How you doing, boo? It's been a long time.
Dr. J in the building.
Nice to see you. And she said the mediocrity is the goal. I don't understand how you can. I don't disagree.
Yeah,
I think that is like there. But how do you get from mediocre to superior? You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So we have the mediocrity being the goal for who? Because
okay.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I thought we were talking about white people.
We are.
Okay.
Mediocrity is the goal for a particular class of white people, not the ruling class. The ruling class wants the rest of the white people to be mediocre so they can continue to rule. It's like the white people keep forgetting. They think it's all racism because they keep forgetting this is about classism. They keep forgetting that. And it's like, once we get rid of all these people of color and it's just us,
we'll get all the money.
Oh, no. They want you dumb so you continue to be latched on to these racist ideologies so you can be manipulated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, there. Oof. Lordy.
Oh man, I had like 3 things just go through my mind to say to that, and then I lost them because medicine. So
hey, that's some good medicine over there.
It was actually pretty great.
Nice. Shout out to Big Jess on the little one.
Yes. I just want to make the point that like, so when we see those civil rights history disappearing, or we're not hearing those names, or you meet someone who says, I've never heard of the I Have a Dream speech. Like, and seeing things, disappear from official spaces, things that used to like celebrate a moment. Instead of being like, why now? Or like that damn Trump, like, like just think about who benefits from us forgetting these things. Who is going to benefit from those contributions being erased from the fabric of this country?
What were you about to say? What were you about to say?
Which part?
Fabric of this.
Everything's a freestyle.
Okay. All right.
No, I mean, what ended up happening is fabric of our lives popped in my head as I said fabric. Like, which now I can't remember what that is, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that commercial? Yeah, it's like, is it a Donnie commercial? No. Fabric softener, you sure? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it is.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's like Downy.
All right.
I don't know. Are you with me?
No, I do remember it. I know it, the commercial. Yeah. I just thought it was Downy. It could be, I could be wrong, but I think it's a laundry commercial of some sort.
It's cotton.
Oh, it's cotton. It's cotton. Okay.
The touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives.
Gotcha. Not
I got
bad.
it on my own, you guys. Okay. I will take that award.
Oh my God.
What did Tupac say? The hurt you give littles hurts us all. Think about that. Bruh. Sorry, Michelle said, I think we're seeing one piece of why they fought desegregation so hard as white Minnesotan parents go into the streets after seeing their kids fall to pieces over their black and brown friends being targeted. Whew. Don DeMarco.
Facts.
Yeah, it's there are so many different reasons why now is now. And one of them is what Dr. King has said, that just the white moderate who is fine with the injustices that are happening until those injustices, and this is not to Michelle's point, because I don't think that's not what I'm speaking to.
Okay.
But there are folks that it's not going, you're not moved.
For sure.
And
for sure.
Not being moved, but being completely unwilling to admit that. Being like, you know, to everyone you know or your friends that you're saying how terrible this is, but you still vote for the people that vote for these things or want these things. Or you outwardly say how much you hate Trump and also really kind of loving these policies. Those, right. You know, maybe some of them put you in a different tax bracket, so you have a different feeling about it. I just, you know, we're living in the consequences of not facing any of that.
Yeah.
And for those folks to get to be pretenders for so long. And to see that live alongside a couple of generations of younger people that don't have the same barriers to humanity mm-hmm. that previous generations had. It's interesting to see how their parents respond. And it's interesting to see how quickly their what are they called? Priorities will reveal themselves. Mm-hmm. And shout out to all those parents in the streets. Shout out to all of the white people putting their bodies on the line and saying absolutely not. Like every time, all the time, stay engaged.
Right. Every
single one of these fights is your fight too. You know, not just when, always. Like whatever you need to insert, not just then, but always. Because until it looks like, oh, we are being actually treated in the same way and we have equity and equality, mm-hmm. the fight is still going. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. And it's for everybody. Like, so shout out to y'all. And also keep that fire. Keep that fire.
Yeah. It did take Renee to get a lot of them off the couch. And I mean, hopefully they're not still saying, you know, I voted for Obama as a...
Well, you know, I would have done it a third time if they would have let me.
There it is. Would have voted for Obama a third time.
You know? Best president of the world.
Oh, my goodness. Bruh. This is where we at right now.
It is mad wild, though, if you think about the fact that there's been a black president. That black president was reelected.
Right.
And right now, the current president, he has been the president. There's been another president, and then he's the president again. And right. He is still spitfire mad that there was ever a black man sitting in that chair.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, so much so that he's like, get the black things out of here. Get that MLK out of here.
That's so wild that you removed the MLK bus from the White House. Like, you can't just walk past it?
No. Right. In the Oval Office, I will not.
Right.
I am conducting business, white business here, sir. This is Caucasian business. We killed that man. Get him out of here.
Welcome to my Caucasian home.
Yeah.
Where there are no busts.
There are no busts of blacks. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, my God. I
mean, that man killed, I don't know if he killed his ex-wife. What's her name?
Who?
Trump's Ivanka's mom. Oh, wait. Ivana. Isn't that the Ivana Trump is the one that died at Mar-a-Lago?
I think so.
And then, or didn't die there, but they buried her there. As a tax situation.
Yeah.
Like, I really want you, like, that's the kind of brain we got running the country.
Right. That's what's happening right now.
You know what? If we bury her here, is it a nonprofit now?
You know what? I don't have to pay taxes, right? Are you kidding me?
Like,
I would have been burying people. How many more properties can we bury people on?
He said he got rid of all the black pens out of the Oval Office. It ain't nothing black in there. No, but he does shine. He signs everything in a black Sharpie, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny he doesn't choose the blue. Blue and black are always legal, right?
Yes. Blue
Wouldn't
and
you
black
think
are
he'd
legal.
do blue just to stand out anyway?
One would think.
Huh.
And he's using black because they won't let him use a gold pen.
No, exactly.
He wants gold.
No,
ink
he
on everything.
definitely wants a gold pen, which I do identify with.
Oh, okay.
I love a gold Sharpie. Absolutely love it. I don't sign autographs though. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I'm using it for.
True. Very true.
I'm not out here doing his
Scribble Scrabble.
It's weird. Like his signature looks like so many different things. Like it looks like a lie detector going the fuck off, you know? It looks like a heart monitor having a lot of issues. It also looks like KKK hoods if you look at it.
Earthquake readings, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's all of it.
Yeah.
But then you also can just straight up read that man's name. It's wild.
He's an idiot. It's quite the fool.
I completely forgot we had a second story.
We still got time for it.
Nope. Yes.
Oh,
I mean, yes, we do. But
You were like, not that tab.
okay.
I'm trying to find my mouse. It's stuck between 3 different devices right now. This Mac ecosystem. This Mac ecosystem has got the mouse going all over.
Help! Don't get me started.
It's behind me.
Let's not use those words. I feel like that's, you know.
It is an ecosystem.
Why isn't it a little more, you know, intuitive with itself then?
You know what? It's quite intuitive. The issue is sometimes it can be too intuitive.
Go on.
You know what I'm saying?
No, go
like
on.
right now, it's like, hey, Ambush, you have multiple Mac devices. Don't you want to be able to just use one mouse for all of them? And I'm like, yeah, any other time?
I definitely do.
Definitely. Right now, though, not a good time. But I have found the mouse. It's great. It's back on my screen in front of me. It was behind me for a while. It was. And then it was on the Mac Mini.
I didn't know why you kept looking at the TV.
This.
I thought you were finally looking at me and we were going to like talk.
Let's do that.
Nah.
All right. Okay. We try these guys.
Hold on real quick.
Oh, God.
Wait, did he actually get rid of all the black pens? That's a real thing?
Yeah, I hope not. That would be crazy.
Jamila said he absolutely did.
That's crazy.
C said that's black blood he's signing those executive orders with. Woo. Correct. Woo. And P-Town said that's too funny. He writes with the black that can't be erased. Right. Like.
Oh my God. Let me get that power cord.
Oh, it's all yours.
Thank you, madam. Mm-hmm. All right.
You want me to jump in?
Yeah.
All right. Second death in 2 weeks at Texas ICE detention facility raises renewed scrutiny. Second man held at a U.S. immigration detention facility in Texas has died within 2 weeks, according to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. ICE said Victor Manuel Diaz, a 36-year-old man from Nicaragua, was found unconscious and unresponsive in his room on January 14th. At Camp East Montana detention facility on the Fort Bliss military base in El Paso. Contract medical staff and emergency responders attempted life-saving measures, but Diaz was pronounced dead shortly after 4 p.m. ICE said his death was presumed a suicide, though the official cause remains under investigation. I wonder why would we assume that?
Oh, they love to assume. It's their favorite.
Off rip,
it's their absolute favorite.
Off rip, we assume that, and then still under investigation though. Diaz had been detained on January 12th as part of the Trump administration's renewed deportation blitz after being taken into custody earlier this month in Minneapolis. ICE said Diaz first entered the United States in March 2024, was released on parole with a court date, and was later ordered removed in absentia by an immigration judge in August. He was being held at the tent-based Camp East Montana facility pending deportation when he died. His death follows another facility at the same site. I'm sorry, that's not what that says. Another fatality at the same site earlier this month. Now, I'm just going to stop really quickly and say that if they also were like also a suit, self-unaliving, do we not have reason to ask why two people in 2 weeks would do that in the same facility?
I think it's a valid question. Let's examine the circumstances under which they made that decision. What's going on with the facilities here? What's going on with what's
happening on the
like?
inside?
Right.
So I just want to, just the real quick recap of that one is one person was there for 2 days, was brought in on the 12th, and was dead on the 14th.
Right.
On January 3rd, Geraldo Lunes Campos, a 55-year-old man who immigrated from Cuba, died at Camp East Montana after what ICE described as a medical emergency. Local officials have said his death may be investigated as a homicide after a preliminary medical examiner's finding listed the cause as asphyxia due to neck and chest compression.
Interesting. Can you do that to yourself?
I haven't seen the full Epstein files, but I think.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
It might be in there. A fellow detainee told the Washington Post he witnessed guards choking Lunes Campos as he repeatedly said he could not breathe. ICE and the Department of Homeland Security later disputed that account, asserting Lunes Campos had attempted to take his own life and violently resisted officers. Claims not included in ICE's initial statement.
You don't say.
Seems like something you'd remember off the top of the dome when you're writing the thing.
Right.
The two deaths come amid broader concerns about safety and oversight in immigration detention. ICE reported that 32 people died in its custody last year, the highest number in 2 decades. And at least 5 deaths have been reported so far this year. Reminder that it's January 19th. Of 2020, 19 days in. Sorry, I lost my spot. Another detainee, Francisco Gaspar Andres, 48, died at a nearby hospital on December 3rd after being held at the same El Paso area facility. Advocates say the concentration of deaths highlights systemic problems in medical care, supervision, and accountability. Concerns about conditions in immigration detention extend beyond deaths to allegations of widespread sexual abuse. While all states and the federal government criminalize sexual contact between detention staff and people in custody, advocacy groups say enforcement is inconsistent. In a recent case, an asylum seeker identified as ED sued the Burks Family Residential Center in Pennsylvania after being sexually assaulted by an employee while detained with her young child. Although the employee pleaded guilty to institutional sexual assault, and I don't even what? Although the employee, sorry, I read ahead. Although the employee pleaded guilty to institutional sexual assault, the facility has argued it should not be held constitutionally liable, claiming claiming the abuse was consensual because abuse is consensual, and asserting different standards for immigration detention because I guess when they have traveled here, that means
Different rules.
Consensual applies to everything.
Yeah.
To no's, to don't, to screams and pleas.
Consensual abuse is wild.
That is
wild. Yeah.
Civil rights groups, including the ACLU, argue that such claims ignore the inherent power imbalance in detention settings and point to longstanding failures to prevent and instigate and point to longstanding failures to prevent and investigate abuse. I don't know why that needed to be instigate so bad. Between 2012 and 2018, ICE recorded more than 1,400 allegations of SA, with a small fraction of substantiated, according to government and advocacy reports. Critics say the recent deaths and abuse allegations underscore the need for strong oversight and protections, even as the administration continues to expand immigration enforcement and detention nationwide.
Now, I want to bring up a quick point. Just talking about ICE activity, ICE enforcement in general. A lot of the pushback and a lot of the reaction comes from people saying law enforcement can't do this, or applying different, making arguments about what isn't allowed by law enforcement, like the choking, the knee on the back, the knee on all the things that have at some point have been categorized as improper policing. I would like to remind all of those people two things. They're not law enforcement.
They are not law enforcement.
Trump has campaigned. He campaigned on blanket immunity. So when you combine those two things together, the type of accountability that we're expecting, that we're counting on, is wishful thinking. Period. It really is. It absolutely is. Michelle brought up a really good point. Illegally refusing Congress people from coming to inspect without 7 days notice, plenty of time to clean up.
Period.
And so you combine all of these things, right? You have us looking at video that the government is saying what you saw happen. It's not the full story. That's not what happened. That officer that shot Renee Good experienced internal bleeding from her hitting him. There was never contact with the car.
Did not get hit by a car.
We've all seen this, and they're still saying whatever they want.
Yep.
So he campaigned on blanket immunity. He is showing you blanket immunity. That officer, that ICE agent,
yeah.
They did a GoFundMe or whatever that platform's called, where they do it for the racist people.
Yeah, Give, Send, Go.
Give, Send, Go. You said how much? Like close to $1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you other than we've got to stop looking within the systems that are in place already for solutions to the system. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to work at all. We cannot expect to hold them. I remember I said to you, I was like, why don't they have body cameras? And you were like, for what? They're not cops. It's like we have to keep reminding ourselves.
I mean, they are a federal law enforcement agency, but they are not officers. Like, they're not.
Yeah. We got to start calling them agents and not officers. They're agents.
And that matters.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It really does. It changes. It should change everything. The same way we're like, when they come to your door, there's a particular type of warrant they have to get in.
Right.
They can't just have probable cause and all of that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when they're out there snatching people up, or doing traffic stops, which they cannot do.
Which you aren't that kind of law enforcement. Like, you can't do that. They are not the cops.
Right. They're not the cops.
They're not your state cops. They're not your city cops. They're not
your municipality police.
That's
none.
what I mean. Yeah. Like,
none of them.
None of them.
None of them. County, nothing. Nothing.
They come here they are renting vehicles at the airport like they're here for a conference.
Yeah.
Like, help.
Yeah. There was a photo of a young man sitting on the back of a car with someone else, and he had a I think it looked like an AR, and it was like anti-ICE protester waiting for ICE, basically waiting for a reason to jump in and start shooting back. And there's so many things that are happening right now that we're all the Second Amendment people. We're the militia folk that are like, we're just waiting to get ourselves involved when the government overreaches. Where are the Proud Boys? Where are Patriot Front? Where are all of these people? Morgan, where are they? They're so quiet. Oh, they're working. They're at work. They are making whatever they're making annually and getting that, that $50K signing bonus.
Certainly Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And what do they, I asked the question, what would they need to fight for right now? This is all up their alley.
Right.
So if they are not ICE agents, if they are not protest agitators, paid protest agitators,
right?
If they aren't currently doing that, which they are, but not every single one. What's to fight for? This is fan-fucking-tastic to them. Are you kidding me? Mama, we made it. They're literally living the dream right now. This is the beginning for them. This is like the dream realized. It's happening. There's a president of this amazing, fruitful country.
Right.
That finally gets it. That really understands that the Western values are what matter the most, or whatever they tell them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're fucking reveling. It's a celebration, bitches. There's not a lot for them to have bad to say.
Yeah.
Like, would you not be being quiet right now? If you weren't outwardly celebrating, wouldn't you just be like, everything's kind of working out just great?
This is fire. This is fire.
You're not really saying, let me get out there and be like, stop the genocide.
No. No.
And you're certainly not going to get out there and be like, you guys aren't being fair to whites. You can't do that right now.
Nah.
Your particular brand of white nationalists are winning.
Man.
So, like, I'm 100% Hannah Montana. Mm-hmm. You can't see them both places at the same time. And ain't a lot to fight for when you're winning.
Right.
It ain't a lot to say right now. Like, they're literally getting what they are asking for, what they already did the fighting in the streets for in their minds.
Right.
Patriot Prayer is just like sitting back with their fucking feet up.
Loving it.
Well, I mean,
what's not to love?
What's not to love?
Yeah.
Because in their minds, it is still very much not happening to me. Mm-hmm. And when they see other white people getting, when they see other American citizens that aren't white, they get it. They get why they got detained. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, I mean, okay.
Look at them.
It's questionable. And when they see other white people get detained, they don't see white people get detained. They see whatever they don't like about that white person getting detained. That blue-haired liberal bitch, it's like she's not a white person. That soy boy cuck.
She's an alt-white.
Period.
Yeah.
They don't see themselves.
Yeah.
So there's no...
Jeez, that's enough.
Yeah, like
they don't see yourself.
They don't see themselves because they're not seeing. Yeah, mostly because they're colorblind, I guess.
Yeah, that
start and end on the same.
That is the advantage. You know, you don't have to worry about trying to see yourself when you're colorblind. what's to see? Yeah. What's to see?
It's just never going to happen to them, so it doesn't matter,
right?
You know, because I'll be right there. I mean, this is to the point of every one of those DEI Nazis right now,
right,
hanging out in the party bus. You'll never make it to the end, no matter how much you fight for it today. You will not be at the podium. You will not be at the dais. You will not be sitting there judging somebody and not letting them, you know, move forward with their lives.
Right.
You will not make it. Period. So great work and you'll die. And it's, you know, just by the hands of who you fought for. Anyway, I think that's it. That's another episode of News with My Fiance, Monday Night Raw, live, in person, live Raw.
Now, before we go, there is a event happening tomorrow that I want to put on you guys' radar. My homie Megan has a documentary that's dropping tomorrow, and there's an art show that's also the gallery show is also happening tomorrow as well.
Okay.
The opening of the gallery is happening
simultaneous. Okay.
I'm going to play the trailer. This is a documentary shot during the day of the inauguration, Trump's second inauguration. So it's covering that. And Jess isn't here, so I'm going to do my best. But I think I got everything queued up. Anyone that was paying attention might have caught it accidentally play for a split second earlier. It was me. All right, let's see.
We were confronted with tens of thousands of people who were fully ready for this administration and everything that meant.
They were definitely empowered. They were emboldened.
On January 6th, I walked inside an open door. The police did not stop me from going in.
Our safety here is not guaranteed.
Taunted, harassed.
That weekend was just like a glimpse into the world that we're now in. That was hard.
Fell apart.
Man. So
okay, I'm hype.
Yeah. So inauguration day in the age of racism, a visual retelling from the streets of Washington, D.C. as documented by two Black artists. So the opening is tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. The documentary screening at 6 p.m. The address is 735 Northwest 18th Ave. I'll make sure we share this. Yeah, post it on our Instagram tonight so you guys have the information. But shout out to Megan and Danica. This is sponsored by Kodak. Hello. Not mad at that. Not mad at that. But yes.
Before we go.
Yeah.
I just saw Michelle's comment that said, somebody tell congressional Dems that body cameras don't stop abuse. And make sure you join us on Thursday because I'm definitely talking about Cory Booker's stupid ass. Can't wait. Please.
She said every wall scaling January 6er is employed by ICE. Yo, I mean, if you have the upward mobility and you got the bootstrapping mentality, that job is sitting there waiting for you. Like, that job is crafted for you. Now, I do think there's a large swath of January 6ers that are just living in their parents' basements and do not want to do anything, even that job. You want me to get a job, Mom? This is literally the job for you. This is literally your job. And you're like, she wants me to work.
Well, I want to do that job, but I want to play the video game.
Right. I want to play Call of Duty. I don't want to go do Call of Duty.
Like, also, I'm not fit. Just saying.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I was pulling up the other graphics.
That's okay.
Okay.
This
All right.
this episode was made possible by us, Kyle G of Residual Audio, Big Jess, not the little one.
Hello.
And our remote quality control, Michelle and Roth. Shout out to us again, mostly me, for making sure that we had this amazing set.
I want to redo that. Shout out to Morgan for suggesting this dope space, because I did not. My head was somewhere else. I totally forgot about the last time we broadcasted from here, and then she was like, "The last time we broadcasted from here, it was dope. I loved it." And it got me hype to come back and use this as a set, because I completely forgot. Completely.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
That's the way to cut someone off.
Yeah. Ain't no mostly you. Completely you. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. That's the way to cut someone off.
Of course,
Fine.
always shout out to L&J Industries. We love y'all. We miss y'all. Get better, Lily. Big time.
For real. Stay engaged with us all week. Follow us on IG at News of My Fiance. Follow me at ScamBeezy. Follow MJ at Portland Morgan. Become a member. Sock it to our pockets over at patreon.com/News of My Fiance.
You can also check out our merch over at newsofmyfiance.com/merch. More designs coming soon. Always treat yourself. Get one of everything, buy things for your friends so that they'll start to listen. Big, huge shout out to our fiancés who continue to put their money where their mouth is.
Show.
With all of the support on Patreon, we really, really appreciate y'all. And yeah, that's when you do the end part.
You know the deal.
Yeah.
Don't let the individuals distract you from the systems. Poverty is indeed a policy choice. People over profits, power to the people. No war but class war. Go hard on systems and not people. And we will see you Thursday morning, 7:30 to 9:06 on X-Ray FM, Pacific Standard Time, on X-Ray FM.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. You can catch this show streaming live on YouTube every Monday night from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And our podcast episodes are available everywhere you listen to podcasts except Spotify.